super pumped right now. We are pulling out a couple of our own secrets today. If you didn't know, there's 7 of us in the hybrids. Right now you've been displayed. There's been 6 of us, but we got one coming that's kind of our long-lost hybrid. But before we get into it, I want to introduce my my co-host, T.
Yo, what's up? It's Tino. Yeah, I'm here every week. No, I'm just joking. But today, I want to introduce our first guest. You know, she's very special. She's a super important part of the hybrids. She's returning today, and she's super dope, so let's just bring her out. We got Big Girl P-Love.
I love you like la 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 la. I love you like la 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 la.
Yeah.
What's up, fam? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. A little sore. I've been dancing all the time, but feeling good.
Yeah. What you been doing? What you been dancing?
We actually just got back from teaching a week full of international students at United World College in Las Vegas, New Mexico.
Oh.
Yeah, we did all hip-hop styles and grooves. We did crump, popping, breaking, freestyle, so it was cool. It was
Were they
really
new
awesome.
to it?
A lot of them were new to it. We taught brand new dancers and seasoned dancers. So it was really cool. We taught the history of each style and then taught the elements of it.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming back.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me.
Congratulations, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really a special experience for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for spreading that dance love.
Yes.
Oh, it's healing, isn't it?
It's definitely healing.
Were so they're being new to it. Did they grasp?
Oh, yes, they grasped it. It was just so nice to see them willing to learn, especially like the history of it. I feel like when you really understand the culture, your love for the dance is even deeper. Yeah, for sure.
Dope. That's what's up. Okay, well, let's get our other guest, right? Pretty much the long-lost hybrid, and I'd like to introduce a B-boy Nightmare. Where you at right now, Knight?
I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada right now, just chilling, waiting for this. Been looking forward to it all day.
Yes.
That's what's up. Thanks for joining us, man.
We miss you.
Yeah, of course. I know I miss you guys too. It's so weird being on camera. I only see myself. I'm looking at myself in the mirror.
You'll see us in a minute.
Yeah, there you go. Now I see Jimmy. All right. Cool.
So what was the last show that we did together? Can you recall?
It was probably the Cheshire Cat. I would think that, because I moved right after that.
Yeah.
So I would probably say it was that one.
Yeah.
Which is 3 years ago, which is crazy.
We did a little something at Somos, didn't we?
Oh, dang, dude, I totally forgot about that. Man, like, Somos completely, left my mind.
How could you
I know. I forgot all about Somos, like, entirely. Yeah. You had me, Gravity, and Micah perform for you guys. That was super awesome.
Yeah, it's fresh.
Yeah. Big ups, man.
Yeah,
Big ups.
Super cool.
So, I ask everybody first is, how did you get your dancing name and who you represent?
All right. Well, the way I got my name is really long, so I'll try not to be long-winded. I'm a little long-winded, but basically I got it like around when I was like 6 or 7. My parents were like, my mom's like really into Nightmare Before Christmas, so she was like, "Oh man, you have to watch this movie and da da da." So I watched it and I maybe got like halfway through and like I was like terrified of like Oogie Boogie and like Jack and all of them, and I was like, no, I'm not watching this anymore. I like ran out of the room. And like 6 months later, she came back to me and she's like, it's okay, we're here, we're gonna watch this with you, blah blah blah. And man, like by the time the credits were rolling, I was like, this is like the best movie of all time. And then like fast forward even more 6 months, there was a jam going on in Albuquerque, and we just happened to be up in Albuquerque at the zoo. So I was like in like khaki cargo pants and like a big old freaking zoo hat. Like it was ridiculous. And they were like, oh, I was like, man, I really want to go to this jam. And they're like, okay. and I wasn't planning on battling. And then I walked in, and I was like, I'm gonna battle. So they were like, are you sure? Like, I had only been breaking for like 6 months. They're like, are you sure? Like, you really want to do this? And I was like, yeah. So I wrote down my name, and I go up to the thing, and the MC, you know, he's like, what's your name, little man? And mind you, like, I was like this big. I was really short. Like, I didn't have my growth spurt until I was like 13. So I was a really short little kid.
Mhm.
And I just, for some reason, I was like, Nightmare. And everyone was like, oh my God, Nightmare. And my parents were so confused. And then, I don't know, it just like stayed for the rest of my life. Like, it just really stuck. I don't know.
Okay, so the reaction is what got you.
Yeah, I was like,
solidified.
oh wow, people like that. I was like, I'm just quoting my favorite movie, I guess. I don't know.
Dope, man, dope. Yeah, and who do you rep, man? Who do you rep?
Yeah, I'm repping Style Elements Crew and United in Hip Hop and Hybrids, of course. The little long lost hybrid member, the seventh lost member.
The lost member. We found you, Knight. We found you.
You found me
just
all the
tucked
way
away.
in the desert.
In the desert, yes. From desert to desert, how are you?
From desert to desert, from high
Yes.
desert to a real desert.
Okay, so we're here to play some games. We could talk all day. We could catch up all day. That's how dancers do. But let's start off with Energy Ball.
Energy ball.
Yee.
Let's go.
Kill it. Oh my God.
That
We're
was
dancing
dope.
Together and we're like forever away. That's so nuts.
Right?
That's so nuts.
Technology.
Zoom life.
Okay, so is this me? I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Okay, this one's for you, Nate. This one's for you. So when you got the news that you actually made it into Style Elements, man, how did you like prevent from having like a heart attack of some sort?
Oh man. I don't even know, honestly. I think I kind of did. it had just been something I'd been working for a really long time. And that day I got the message on WhatsApp, and they were like, welcome to the family, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, we were actually, funny story, we were actually in California. We were with Amanda and Emmanuel at their house. And I just like woke up and looked at my phone, and I was like, my chat was like going off, and I was like, what the heck happened? And I go on there, and they're like, oh, welcome, 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 welcome. And I like literally was sitting in the corner by myself, just like staring at my phone. And my parents were like, dude, you've been really quiet. Like, what happened? And I was like, I don't know. And I just like showed them the phone, and they were like, what? Oh my God. And Amanda and Emmanuel used to live in like a hotel style apartment building. So like there's indoor hallways. And I literally like just ran laps
Yes.
around the entire little
Cardio,
like,
cardio.
oh my God. Just running around. It was crazy. Yeah, so in a sense, I did really have a heart attack.
Dope. So we have another question for you, and we were just wondering, like, how has your family helped you, like, along your breaking journey? Family does play like a big part in a lot of our stories, and we just wanted to know how that was for you.
Oh yeah, I mean, like big time. Especially, being as young as I was in the scene, like I had no other, way. Like if my parents said no, like that was it. I couldn't be like, oh, I'll just go do it by myself. I was freaking 8, So like, so definitely, their support, their the financial, like everyone asked me, your childhood, and I was like, I just had a really odd, unconventional childhood. Like I didn't go to a lot of movies, I didn't go to a lot of concerts. Like we spent most of our money on traveling and battles and entry. Like entry into jams isn't cheap all the time. Like sometimes it's $5, sometimes it's $30. Mm-hmm. And it's like the travel out there and all of that. So like without them, like I don't even know what would have happened, honestly, because little 8-year-old Nightmare would have just been like, oh, okay.
That's what's up. Big ups to the fam. I want to pass that question along to Caleb also.
To me, okay. My family has always been really supportive. When my mom and my dad thought about me breakdancing or breaking, they were like, are you sure? I was like, oh, you're going to hurt yourself. No, I'd be in the living room, and I'm like, Mom, watch this. She's like, So over time, they've gotten used to how dedicated I've been with that. So my family's been very supportive. But I think beyond that, my dance family has also been very supportive too. Mm-hmm. I'm part of the Z Queens and the hybrids, obviously, and just with the Z Queens, the empowering women vibe that we get is just really uplifting. And along with the hybrids, everybody's supportive. So it's been nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up. So family, get behind your artists, please. Mm-hmm. Get behind your artists. It helps us along so much. Not all of the artists that I know has had support from their family. Mm-hmm. And I'm actually one of the artists that kind of pounded through that in my younger ages, but once they saw that I can move a little bit, they kind of started getting behind me,
Dang, I'm like the same way. I started when I was really young. When I was like 6 years old, my mom signed me up for gymnastics, and I was like, I don't want to do gymnastics. And like, then the same place that I was taking gymnastics started offering breaking. She signed me up for that too. I said, I don't want to do breaking. And now, like, today I love both of those things, and I wouldn't have joined it without the pressure of my mom. And I mean, obviously she didn't like force me to do it, because once I started, I loved it. Mm-hmm. But it was just that initial like, I guess like registration. I was like, I don't want to do that. I'd rather just stay at home or something,
Yeah.
And I mean, she's been with me like the whole way, we travel everywhere together. She's at every jam.
She is.
She's she's to some extent she's like more in the community than I am. It's like, yeah, without her I wouldn't even be here. So yeah.
Might I add, MK is Nightmare's mom, and she's on my Z Queens crew. Oh. So, and they break together. So if you're talking about like a mom and son duo, check them out.
Yes, please.
Yes, for
please
sure.
go check them out. She's also part of the Hybrid Stance family.
Yes.
Yes. And so is Alicia, your mom.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, let's keep it moving again. The next one I think we're going to do is, so we'll do a game called Restrictions, but what we need to know for you is that one of our hands has to be behind our back. That's the restriction that we're going to give for this game. So we're freestyling with one hand tied behind. Hey, Mom, look, no hands. Let's go.
Hey, Mom, no hands.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Freeze. Music, please.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So fun. So fun. Next time it's 1 foot behind your back. That's just.
Okay.
We're gonna get ready for that one.
That's light work.
1 foot behind your head.
Okay. So let's do this one. So you were a kid break dancer, like you said, right? Night. So that was kind of a new thing when I was coming up. There weren't very many kid dancers. You know what I mean? How was it going, transitioning from a kid to a young adult in the battle world?
Oh man, that's a loaded question. I mean, there's so many answers. I think Tino, can attest to this too. Of like, I mean, there was like 4 kids maybe in the whole scene, in Albuquerque and Santa Fe at a time. Like it wasn't like crazy, amount of kids. So in a sense, being a kid, but then also battling adults at the same time was kind of weird, right? Like, we were like some of the only kids, and it was awesome. But then there was also a point where like there were very little kids battles. And if there was only like 8 of us, 6 of us, it was very little. And so, it was really hard and really tough back then. But now actually looking back, I'm kind of like, man, that was awesome. Cause now like, I know for me, like it prepared me to be ready for these, to start battling adults, and everyone always told me like I would have a really hard time going from the kid nightmare into the teenager adult nightmare. And that really was a hard journey, especially with growing, like, dude, like I grew so much in the matter of like 2 years that I had to retrain every power move every week. So like my head spins, my flares, my 90s, my windmills, my halos, everything from a week to week basis was like a toss in the air because like I didn't know if I was be able to hit it that week or not.
Right.
But all of that just really prepared me to be ready for where I am right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel like this is, like you're saying, a loaded question because currently there's not an intermediate battle scene, right?
Yeah.
That I know
yeah.
of, right? It's like you get the beginners or the kids battle or the junior, whatever, and then you have like the adult, like everybody. You know?
Exactly.
So
yeah.
there's
yeah.
not a transitional period. If you're gonna want to make the transition, you have to do like you did and train really hard. Can I pass this question to you, T?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like what Nightmare said, I completely agree. I don't even know like if we really had that chance to be like a kid b-boy. You know what I mean? Like he said, we were always battling the adults, and it really helped us because it made us a lot better. You know, we were training with adults, we were making friends with adults at young ages, and we were even making like connections. So I don't really think that we had like a chance to be like kids in the b-boy scene, if that makes sense. Yeah, but I think he really said it well. Even like sometimes, I guess, like we would go to jams, they would have a kids battle, there would be like 3 of us signed up, and they're like, okay, we're just gonna have a regular battle, and then, you know what I mean? So we were just always battling like older people.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, you observed this, right?
Can I add on to something real
Yeah,
quick?
Go ahead.
Kind of off what Tino said, where he's like, you know, we were making friends with adults, we were battling with adults. There was this one time where like someone asked me, they're like, it was late, it was like 11:30 at night, and they're like, where are you guys going next? And my mom was like, oh, he's going to hang out with some of his friends. And she was like so taken back. She was like, but it's a school night, it's like 11:30, it's almost midnight. And she goes, oh yeah, but his friends are like 28. And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, like all my friends are basically like grown men. Even like today, like most of my friends are grown men.
Yep.
And it's weird sometimes, but then other times it's just like, that's just normal. Like I grew up with that.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm going to switch this question up just a little bit for P-Love. You came in and you grew quickly, right?
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, how long have you been dancing?
Dancing, like I've been, you know, at school dances and on YouTube with Crank That Lion King and whatnot. But actually training, I think a solid 10 years. I started with one of my homies at a racquetball court, and he just showed me all like the b-boy, b-girl moves. And from there, I was introduced to the Z Queens. And so I think I've been part of the Z Queens for probably around 5 years now. And just, I saw it, and I'm dedicated, and I practice it every day, and I just want to get better.
Yeah, I think it's dedication is what I'm hearing. If you want to get to that advanced level, it's all dedications. So if you love doing this, whatever you love to do, make sure that you're dedicated to it, and you'll always be a part of it. You'll always be a part of the scene and a strong member into it. It's all about how much you put into it, and you'll get that same thing out of it. We have a little prize that Xfinity got for us right now, and this is it right here. We got the Amazon or the Alexa Fire HD 8. Thank you, Xfinity, for this.
Alexa! Let's go.
I'm going to call 2 people from our audience to learn this with me. Just so you know that if you don't quite know how to dance, but you still love to dance, that you can do it. One of them's a dancer, one of them's a beginner dancer. Let's see how it goes.
Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
I want to invite RJ.
Okay, RJ.
Yeah, he's my co-producer. Yes. How you?
Look at his shirt, though. Look at his shirt, though.
Good. How you feeling?
Hi, RJ.
Hey.
And I'd like to invite Jono.
Jono.
He does our social media, and he's a nasty dancer. Nasty. Okay, so I'm going to stand in the middle here. Yeah, cool. I'm going to keep the mic just in case. So we're going to learn a small piece of choreography. So this is all about feet. I'm going to start with your feet. Whatever you do with your hands, you can do whatever with your hands. Let's start with the feet first. So it's just like jumping jacks. I want you to jump out and jump back in. Yeah, so I'll go 5, 6, 7, 8, jump, jump. Now when you jump, I want your toes to point to the right. It might, where you're watching this, it might be to the left. It doesn't matter when you do the TikTok, right or left, whatever. So when you open, you're gonna go like this, and then together. So instead of like this, it's like this. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, wah, wah. Yee! Now we're gonna do the other side right after it. So it's gonna go right together, left together. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, ba, ba. Yes, okay. We're gonna do it one more time, that speed, and then we're gonna go faster. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, ba, ba.
Hey.
Okay, now the next one is and counts. So I'm gonna go 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and. This is what it's gonna look like. You don't have to do it, but it's gonna go ba, ba. So we're going quick, guys. You ready?
Let's go.
Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Wha, wha. Yay! Okay, last time that speed, and then we're gonna go as long as we can. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Ba, ba. Okay, hold that. You got it? Yeah, okay. Now we're gonna go. We're just gonna go. We're gonna go da, 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 da,
Last
da.
one
Okay,
standing.
here we go. Last one standing. Ready? 5, 6, 7, goes.
Hey!
What? Big ups to Alicia Guideca getting down and helping us out with all this. So generous, and she's really putting the thought into what type of prize will help you out at home. So please take advantage of this. This is like stuff that I wish I would have had when I was younger that would have helped. Cool. All right, let's do a quick one. We call this one Signature Secrets.
So this is kind of a big concept, but I'll try to keep it simple. Signature is just something that like you're kind of known for, right? Everybody has their own signature in terms of like, you know, writing it down. And this is kind of our way of writing down our signature, right? Showing everybody who you are and what you do. And usually it's like only you're the only person that has it, right? Or you're the only person that does it the way that you do it. There might be people who do it in different ways or like similar ways, but you do it your way, if that makes sense. So, cool.
Oh Lord, here we go again. I just dropped 2 tabs and I lost my friends. Oh Lord, here we go again. I just dropped 2 tabs and I lost my friends. I'm like, oh Lord, here we go again. I just dropped 2 tabs and I lost my friends. Oh Lord, here we go again. I just dropped 2, drop. Oh Lord, here we go again. I just dropped 2 tabs and I lost my friends. Oh Lord, here we go again. I just dropped 2 tabs and I lost my friends. I'm like, oh Lord, here we go again. I just dropped 2 tabs and I lost my friends. Oh Lord, here we go again. I just dropped 2, drop. Oh Lord, here we go again. I just dropped 2 tabs and I lost my friends. Oh Lord, here we go again. I just dropped 2 tabs and I lost my friends. I'm like, oh Lord, here we go again. I just dropped 2 tabs and I lost my friends. Oh Lord, here we go again. I just dropped 2, drop. Oh Lord, here we I just dropped. Two tabs and we I just dropped. Drop. I just dropped.